Hello everyone, I am Mookie from the Mook Nation. Today we'll be looking at a new eSports title that just ended its closed beta. This game was developed by Pathia Games, the studio that brought you My Time at Porsche and Planet Explorers. This game is none other than Super Buckyball Tournament. We'll be trying to make the determination of whether or not you should bother downloading and giving up that valuable hard drive space when it releases in the summer of 2021. Before we dive into that, I want to remind everyone to hit that subscribe button, ring the little bell to make sure that you are notified every time a new video is uploaded. With all that aside, here are 5 things that you need to know about Super Buckyball Tournament. Number 1. The gameplay. Super Buckyball Tournament, or SBT if you will, is an amazingly fun and fast-paced esports title that will keep the action coming non-stop. It is undoubtedly the closest thing you could ever get to combining Overwatch and Rocket League without the risk of some serious copyright issues. But I do not mean that to be a negative thing. While the game is very similar to these two massively popular titles, it manages to carve its own path through the crowded space with some very smooth and beautiful graphics and insanely fun 3v3 gameplay. Before you even complete the tutorial, you'll notice that the point of the game is literally identical to that of Rocket League, while the game looks and feels like a third-person action shooter. This is where the fun begins. In minutes you'll be using sprints, jumps, punches, kicks, and some insanely fun items along with some superpowers to score goals for your team so that you can trash talk children and tell them of the relations you will be having with their mom. Like the hero FPS Overwatch, you will have several characters all with a unique set of skills and abilities to master, so it will keep you busy for hours to come, but more on that shortly. Number 2. Ball control. Now while I did say that the gameplay was overall wonderful, there is one particular mechanic that leaves something to be desired, and that is the ball control. While the principle is sound, the execution can sometimes be inconsistent, causing you to look rather silly as you jump into the air to take a shot, leaving the ball lying on the ground for an opponent to just casually walk by and take, despite the very maneuver working only moments ago. And while it may not be game-breaking, it can definitely be very frustrating when you botch a wide-open shot, and doing it while looking like some kind of foolish noob. Now try to remember this game was in closed beta, so it is no secret that there'll be inconsistencies and bugs inside the game's core functions. What truly matters is how they will handle it at the official launch in the summer of 2021. Number 3. The characters. Super Buckyball Tournament didn't offer the widest selection of characters in the beta, but what we did get was 7 relatively unique characters, all with their own special abilities and traits. From Pi acting as a scoring power forward to the likes of Gridiron being a powerful ball-blocking goalie, we had the full palette of playstyles one would expect for an esports title of this nature, each feeling just different enough to create a slight learning curve when switching between available characters. Now with this being said, it won't take days of playing to get the basics down in order to be competitive with each character, but it should provide a challenge to become an expert, so long as you're not living in your mom's basement with a Mountain Dew IV fearing the sunlight because it hasn't touched your skin in so many years. While only 1 or 2 of these characters are sure to fit your playstyle, whether that be basically attacking or defending, I personally still found myself grinding out hours of embarrassing matches just trying to experience all the fun this game could offer. Every character does feel different. This of course caused me to play differently, providing you with an entirely new experience every time you switch to a different character. And it is also a good idea to familiarize yourself with them, as you may find yourself needing to play a role you didn't know you would be playing if the position you normally take has already been filled by a teammate. Regardless of what position you play, it's sure to be a fast and chaotic paced match while handling smooth and precise. All in all, the cast of characters was just diverse enough for a beta. However, I hold out hope that there will be an addition of characters and skins with the official launch. Number 4. Character customization. If you're gonna have a limited selection of playable characters, then at least you should have a plethora of customization options and skins, right? Well, that's not the case here, and while I am fully aware that the game was in closed beta at the time of playing, the few item options it did offer had insanely bad clipping issues that just kinda made them more of an eyesore than anything else. While the skins were not much more than minor color changes, I do have no doubt that when the game finally releases next summer, that there will be a much richer and more in-depth character customization. Number 5. the game modes. The standard 3v3 game mode is a beautiful, fun, fast-paced esports thrill that will keep you engaged long into the night. But after 25 to 30 matches, you will be ready to try out a few more game modes just to mix and match your fun. Unfortunately, at the time of the beta, I was only ever personally able to participate in the standard game mode and dodgeball. While both game modes were fun, after 5 or 6 hours, you'll find even the funnest of game modes slightly repetitive. The developers showed a high level of dedication to the season reward system they had in place, so like most other esports titles, you can almost bank on the fact there will be several game mode rotations throughout the year. However, even if these were the only 2 game modes, as long as you had a good team and a solid opponent, these matches could bring many hours of heart-throbbing, adrenaline-pumping fun. But was it good? Well, I broke down 5 major factors, but now we need to know which were pros and which were cons. Number 1, the gameplay. Oh, the gameplay. Fast-paced, beautifully intense, and insanely diverse. One of the more smooth and beautiful indie esports title I have ever played, especially when you consider it was only in beta. Without a shadow of a doubt, this is a pro. Number 2, ball control. While the ball control was inconsistent and sometimes flat out annoying, it wasn't game breaking, and again considering the beta status of the game, I'm confident that this issue will not be present in the official release. But as I cannot see the future, I will have to go on what I did see, and this is a con. Number 3, the characters. While I did say the selection was lacking, I also said that what they did give us was a diverse range of playstyles. With every character feeling smooth and polished, I would be reluctant to call this a con, as the only real complaint was the low number of characters. Based on what we did get, I still call this a pro. Number 4, character customization. I found no reason to add items as they clip through my character quite often, creating quite the eyesore, and the skins making minor color changes and a few clothing changes here and there. This area leaves much to be desired. Luckily, they have months to polish this out, and for now, this is a con. Number 5, game modes. Again, while lacking in variety, I'm sure this is due to the beta status. I just can't call this a con, as to what we did get was almost enough to be an entire game on its own, due to the insanely high level of polish making such fun gameplay. Both game modes I played worked without flaw, leading to many hours of fun. This is a pro. So before we reveal the score, I do want to say this game was in closed beta, and this score represents the game in that state. I will do a review on the final product when it releases this summer. So with all things considered, I give Super Buckyball Tournament closed beta a 3 out of 5. I would have to say that due to the dedication of the developers and the fantastically smooth gameplay, I am insanely confident this will be an amazing title upon full release. And with that being said, I would recommend adding this bad boy to your wish list. I want to say thank you so much for watching. Remember to smash the subscribe button, hit the little bell, like, comment, share with some friends. Ladies and gentlemen, I am Mookie of the Mook Nation, and I will see you again with another review in 2 weeks. In the meantime, go check out the Mook Plays the Forest series if you haven't already. Please stay safe, my friends, and until next time, peace.